friends. Hope you're doing well. So, let me turn this up just as coach. If you were around yesterday, the microphone gave me some issue, so we're using a backup mic. I thought it might be was the cable was shorting out, but seems like it might be the microphone giving me some troubles, which is no bueno. So, but we got backups, so no worries. No stop in production. It's non-stop November. We're gonna keep making videos. Microphones can't stop us. I will have to figure out a way to mount this, though, which shouldn't be too hard. Because, I do this for a living. Not a big deal. Question of the day. Does this mic sound better, worse? Do you notice a difference at all? I don't know. I think they cost about the same amount. This mic, which you can't see, it's out of the shot, is more meant for dialogue. This mic is more kind of an all-around mic. They call this a shotgun mic. I don't know where that term comes from other than it kind of looks like a shotgun, I guess. I don't know. It's got these little ridges on it, which reject off-access noise. So, you can only really talk into this part, but not this part. But for some reason, the back also picks up sound pretty good. Supposedly. I didn't hear that much sound. This mic might have rear rejection better than most, but so this one, we'll use it on film sets to, if we need to get somebody in like a noisy environment, this would be the kind of microphone you'd use. But this mic is supposed to be better for vocals or, stuff and whatever, nerdy stuff. I don't totally understand, so anyway, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Had some good things happen today. I don't want to jinx them by talking about them too soon, but I had a good day, which is very different from the yesterday when I was making the video. I was having a bad day, but now I'm having a very good day, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, so we were shooting today. It was the city council members going up for re-election, so we're shooting some videos for them. Then tomorrow we're doing at a homeless shelter for their fundraising and volunteer campaigns for the year. They kind of do a big push at the end of the year. And then, then it'll be off to the races for the weekend. Gonna watch a lot of movies and gonna work out some. And might ride my bike. We'll see what happens. Depends on the weather. The weather's been really nice lately, which is weird because it got cold and snowed. And then in traditional Nebraska fashion, it's been 70 all week. So that Nebraska just can't make up its mind what it wants. So there's that. That's kind of what we're doing. I've got 15 minutes left on the battery, so I don't want to talk too long. But just been thinking about 2020 and how rough it's been, and I'm just like, man, at this point, just need some wins. Although I forgot to mention, somebody very nice donated some money the other day. So thank you, whoever that was. I don't know if you want me naming names, because it tells you the person's name when they donate money. But I'm like, they might have a username, so I don't want to be like, here's a person's name. But thank you. It's very appreciated. Side note, in case you were wondering, on average, so for YouTube, on average, not for everybody, it changes based on the type of content you make. There's so many variables, but they say it's about $2 per 1,000 views. So if you really like a YouTuber and they have a donate button and you donate money to them, you're basically paying them 1,000 views worth for every dollar, which is whoa, that's crazy, right? So if you use an ad blocker, did my dog did you just hit your head, bud? Bear just hit his head. This is a goofy guy. Yeah, so if there's a YouTuber you really like and they have a donate button and you give them $1, then you're allowed to use ad blockers for the rest of your life because you paid for 1,000 views. So for most YouTubers, I think that would cover it. Anyway, so that's just an interesting little side note. I think I'm really fascinated by how people make money outside of like the normal 9 to 5. You know, I always have found that super fascinating, and I have some friends who have accounts on a website where you pay money for a membership, and they are pictures of them. We'll put it that way. I'm trying to keep it very PG. You probably know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, that's just such an interesting like way of like making a living. Some of them get paid very, very well for that. And then some of them just like supplement their household income. Like one of them's a stay-at-home mom. And like her husband like makes good money, and like they do it together, and it's like a little side hobby, and like they make a couple $100 a week off of it. It's just like, that's pretty cool. Like, wow. Also, before you get judgmental, just know that Jesus hung out with prostitutes. So why don't you just go turn the other cheek, or whatever things you learn working at a church. Jesus hung out with a lot of people. Like, when you see a lot of religious talk, a lot of judgmental people, you're like, man, did you read the Bible? Because there's a lot of stuff in there that you might want to check out. Yeah. So, not to get heavy with the religion. Try to stay, politics, religion, let's keep all that stuff over there. Support people doing what they do. If it doesn't hurt me, go with Godspeed, man. South Dakota just legalized marijuana, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word marijuana, so we're not talking about it much, but that's neat, because that's really close to Nebraska. Obviously, they touch each other. And Nebraska's governor is like super against a lot of things, like including medical cannabis, which is, I worked on that campaign, making videos, and I was kind of like, I wasn't against it, but I was like, okay, well, there's people that say it has benefits, so like, cool, let them. And the government, of course, is like, just being himself. He's kind of a jerk. We don't like him because he has a lot of money, and he tends to spend that money to, trying to think of the word that I want to use here. He spends that money to basically block, like, ballot initiatives. Like, people will collect, like, so for medical cannabis, they collected like 180,000 signatures, and then he spent a lot of money to fight it in court, like his own money. Like, and then he spent $500,000 after they ruled the death penalty out in Nebraska. He spent $500,000 of his own money to bring it back. So, I don't know how you feel about that. Those two issues, which that's your own politics, but for a governor to spend his personal fortune to override the will of the people, I don't know how you can abide that. So, that's something. But again, let's get out of the politics. Let's talk about good things. I got some jobs going on, so feeling good. And my microphone is broke, so feeling bad. A good thing happened today that we're not going to talk about because it's a little too personal. And yeah, someone donated money. That was good. It's a balloon. And if you want to help out, wink wink, there's a link down below. I don't expect anything from anybody, but I'm very appreciative when it happens. I actually have a little sign on my, one of those little walls. It just says, no one owes you shit. Because I think that's just a good motto to live by. Just live without expectation, give without expectation. And, you'll find your tribe, and good things will come to you. It's kind of what I believe, and it's kind of how I've been trying to live my life. Trying to be a little more stoic. There's a book called Eat Ego is the Enemy by a guy named Ryan Holiday. It's very good. I can tell when I don't have water, I get a little more froggy. So, note to self: always pack a water for your videos. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. It's a very good book. It's a life changer. That book and Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, also a life changer. And any book by Austin Kleon, also life changing good. So those are my recommendations. I can't say words. 5 books, I think. 5 nonfiction books. Highly recommend. Can't recommend them enough. Dark horses on that list that aren't. There's 2. This one is called Principles by Ray Dalio, and the other one is 12 Rules for Something Chaos something by Jordan Peterson. It's his only book. They're both very good books with a lot of very good wisdom, but they're also both full of like these weird anecdotes that don't map to anything, and you're just like, dude, what? And the books are both like 600 pages long, so there's like, if you listen on Audible, there's like 45 minutes at a time where you're just like, what are you talking about? And they just come out of nowhere. You're just like in Principles, he's like a really good business guy who like talks about all the things that made his business successful, and you're like, okay, sign me up. And then like half the book is just like, so I went to the lake house and and it wasn't like I went to the lake house and had an epiphany. It was like, I went to a lake house, they had the biggest crawfish you ever, and you're like, what, is this a memoir or is this a business book? Like, dude. And then Jordan Peterson goes the opposite direction, where he's just like talks about ancient Greece, but not in a way where it like maps to anything he talks about. He's just like, in the ancient Greece armies, they had a battle and and that's why you should make your bed. And you're like, what the was that, dude? Like, what? What? That's a half hour of my life. I want it back. So maybe read the Cliff's Notes version of those 2. That's my thought. I'm going to read them again next year, I think. And I think one of my goals for next year is going to be to not only read, but also teach what I've learned. And I think I also want to do that with movies. I watch a lot of movies, and I'm like, okay, well, I should reflect on them. So I want to do movie reviews, which I did start. I have one movie review on this channel up, and then I have a separate movie review channel. But I think I'm gonna use this channel as a way to just kind of get my thoughts out and just kind of ramble them and just kind of shoot from the hip, pew pew pew, with just some rambles and thoughts, and then take that and make it into a more polished video. And hopefully, you lovely folks will be happy to be my guinea pig, or you'll just be happy to hear me whisper and ramble, and then you'll fall asleep. So, anyway, I hope you're doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope that changes for you. In the meantime, if you got anything you're working on, keep working at it. I believe in you. It's non-stop November. It's all gas, no brakes October. It continues. We haven't found the brake. We threw the brake out. It was too much weight. It's weighing us down. So we're not stopping. So, videos every day. We're gonna do it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. Get some sleep. Get some work done tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow.